Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here, returning to you tonight for another House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 7 review. Hopefully you will enjoy this episode review. I have to do another take because I got interrupted from the last one I did. So, pretty much, I'm going to discuss what I watched for the Red Sowing Season 2, Episode 7, the second to last episode before you get to the final episode, which is next week. So, with that being said, let's dive into this episode review. Now, Rhaenyra is trying to create a larger army and try to get more dragon riders to help with her aid to claiming the Iron Throne, just to bring justice to the realm, pretty much. So, to King's Landing and all other realms. So, basically, I was really interested in this episode. It had a lot of interesting things happening. There were some action scenes from time to time. But overall, Daemon's trying to start a war against Rhaenyra and try to claim the Iron Throne himself. Then Rhaenyra has her own war that she's claiming, but she's kind of becoming the opposer towards Daemon's claim, which I think Daemon's gonna fall. I think Daemon's lost his marbles, and I think in the final episode something's gonna happen to him. That's gonna kind of be a buzzkill, but it's a lot of things are gonna happen in the closing episode of this season. So there will be a lot of action scenes. And I was really impressed with the story, and the dialogue in this was pretty good. It just basically, there are two new dragon riders. One of them is a guy named Adam, Valarian, or lowborn bastard, I think, is what he is. And then there's two other dragon riders you find out towards the end of the episode that make it really interesting to watch through. So, there are two other guys that are dragon riders, but basically you get to find out what their names are in the next episodes. The next episode, the final one. But I think it's going to be a long one. I think it's going to be like probably 2 hours, the final episode. Because there's going to, something like that, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. But there should be a lot more things happening in the closing episode for the season finale of House of the Dragon Season 2. So, I was really impressed with this one. And there were some innocent people that died in this one, trying to see if they can claim a dragon and be its rider. And majority of the people did die. But not every one of them. There was a lot that did. I'll tell you that much. But they chose to come to Rhaenyra to be a new dragon rider, and they knew the consequences of what would happen if they failed, that they would die. So pretty much, I was really enjoying this episode. The dialogue was really interesting, and Aemond was kind of ticked off at the end of the episode where he saw that there was a dragon rider outside his city gates, or around his city, and just kind of provoking him to come out and get Vhagar to come after him. So they were kind of toying with Aemond, and it kind of pissed him off in a way. So basically, I was really enjoying this episode. The dialogue, like I said, was spot on good, and it was interesting. So for a score for me, I'm going to give House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 7 for the Red Sowing. I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. Pretty strong episode. I recommend you check this episode out if you have not seen this episode. It's the second to last episode before you get to the season finale of House of the Dragon. So there are some interesting points in House of the Dragon. It takes a little bit of time to get used to the show. It is a prequel show to Game of Thrones, and I know most people will say Game of Thrones did have a great beginning, and the ending was the biggest flop. So I don't uh, disagree with them on the ending kind of sucked, because it kind of did. Like, not everyone's gonna like an ending, but basically, Game of Thrones didn't do it right. They rushed it too quickly. But with this one, I'm very impressed with this one. Season 2 has its bumps, its hits and misses with episodes, but overall, it's a fairly average season. So, yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for the new episode for The Red Sowing. Season 2, Episode 7 for House of the Dragon. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode review tonight, and thank you for watching.